Howdy, and welcome to a special winter seasonal edition of Hobo for Your Health. On this episode, I'll be showing you how to make an authentic hobo stew from a recipe that exists right in here. I know it's odd to see me inside, but bear with me. I think the changes will do some good. I found somebody who let me use their kitchen for this small period of time in exchange for feeding them. They offered to buy the ingredients, but I declined. I said, you know what, letting me use your kitchen is payment enough. So in this episode I'll be using ingredients that have all been stolen. It's just food, so it's not that morally deplorable, is it? So let's run down the ingredients list for what you're gonna need for this stew. Let's see, right here we got a can of Del Monte stewed tomatoes. In this pocket we got 1 potato, 2 potatoes. Let's see, what else? We got a fistful of baby carrots. It's not so bad, you see. I didn't steal the whole package, so it's not really stealing. That's kind of where I draw the line, at least mentally. Let's see, what else have we got going on here? We need a bag of flour for dredging the meat. We also need some sage and thyme. Good tasting weeds, I'll tell you that much. Let's see, we also need 2 beers. 2 beers is vastly important to this recipe. One's for the pot, one's for your mouth. Can't cook without it. Let's see, feels like I'm all empty up here. So, now we got the meat. A nice 3-pound chuck. There we go. That's a good looking cut of meat. We can clean it up a bit, got some fat on it. We've got in this pocket, we got 1 onion and a red pepper. These are mighty tasty. You can add these to pretty much anything and flavor it up like a son of a gun. In this pocket we got pepper. We need some pepper for the pots. What else? What else? We got a clove of garlic. I don't cook anything without garlic. Well, sometimes I eat things out of the garbage that aren't made with garlic, but when I have a chance I add garlic to it. Now that I've taken all the ingredients from their various hiding places on my person, that's what I call rapid weight loss. I think the first step we gotta do is just prep ourselves, Take the coat off, take the hat off, make yourself at home. Kitchen's a great place. That's my general opinion. Kitchen's a great place to be. You can do wonderful things in it. Got my hairnet here. Gotta be sanitary at least. There we go. Got my hair all up. Very nice, very nice. We gotta wash our hands over here, like so. Alright, now that that's done, we're gonna need, the very first step we're gonna have to do, pardon me while I dry my hands, first step is cleaning off the fat from the meat. It's very important. This is Hobo for Your Health, people. We're not making something that's bad for you. That's the bottom line, because the hobo said so. So first we gotta take out the meat, look it over and inspect it. How's it look to you? It looks alright to me, but all those white bits in there, right about there, that ribbon right there, coming on the side right there, that stuff's gotta go. So let's take it out, put it out, start cutting it up. This is fun. Now that we have our cutting utensil and our meat placed on a nice cutting board so we don't dull the knife out, first step you want to take is cutting it into thinner strips like so. So now we've used this knife to cut it into a little bit more manageable pieces. We're going to need a more precise knife to clean it up. Here we got your boning knife. You can do a lot of damage with a boning knife on a piece of meat like this. It's like a surgical tool. You gotta pick your spots and kind of work around it, pulling and cutting and, well, let me show you here. You got this piece of fat. You work underneath the meat like so, cutting it out, and look at it just coming off there. Whole big piece of fat just coming right off. We're gonna get you thin. This is all very healthy. Well, here we are, finally finished with the cleaning process. Granted, it's a little tedious, but look at the payoff. Look at this right here. That is all fat, right there. That white mass right here, all fat, and it's no good for you. No good at all. That's why we're throwing it away. Besides, let's be honest. These chunks aren't the leanest in the world. They got a little bit of fat on them, so they're gonna have a lot of flavor. But all the extra fat, you just don't need it. So, for the next step in this process, I need you to muster up all of the angry feelings you have. All the frustrated, way down in your heart, all the anger. The guy at work who just keeps stealing your stapler. The bull, the railroad cop who just won't leave you alone. The champion who keeps lording his title over to you, no matter how much you want it, you can't get it, and he'll never yield. And I want you to take those feelings, and I want you to tenderize this meat. Today I write for free. That's my title. I don't know you. Ah! Now that we're done with the tenderizing process, you want to take your vegetables right here and rinse them off and start cutting them up into nice bite-sized pieces, kind of like you did with the meat, only maybe a little bit smaller this time. Now I've washed all the vegetables and they are ready and willing to sacrifice themselves for the greater good of fitness. Well, I've finished cutting up all the vegetables. Look at them in there. It's the onions. It always does this to me. Look away! Look away! All right, I've regained my composure. I apologize about that. But it's time to move on to the next step. Take your can of stewed tomatoes here, open her up, and get a dull knife, start cutting them up. Because they come, you know, almost whole, which are good to eat. I actually eat these just right out of a can with a spoon. I love them, they're tasty. But for these purposes, you gotta have them a little bit smaller pieces. So just start cutting it up like that, and get them all get them a little bit smaller there. Now that that's done, it's time to dredge your meat in flour. I have no idea what dredge means other than to cover your meat in flour. I mean, for this, it's okay to have plain flour, but you want to spice things up a bit. Here, I put fresh cracked pepper into my flour. Gives it a little extra something, you know what I mean? And maybe, just maybe, a little bit of salt. I mean, salt ain't the best thing in the world. I don't endorse it, but you don't want things to be too bland. Never get by with bland food, man. I may be a hobo, but I'll tell you, I eat out of the best dumpsters in any city. Sit out back, wait for somebody to bring out some half-finished meal, some hotty-totty gentleman thought that he was just going to throw away. I don't need this. I got all the money in the world. I can buy another meal. Well, I eat that meal. I eat that half a hamburger. I eat that half a steak, maybe a bite of mashed potatoes, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Moving right on. Take your meat, throw it in the bag here. Take this, seal it up. Well, seal it up right here. And then shake it around. Shake and bake, shake and bake, shake and bake, shake and bake until it's all coated. Alright, I guess we're done dredging because I'm covered in flour. Okay, alright, I got it. Thanks for the hint. You're going to take them from the bag, put them over in the Dutch oven right here. Nice little pot, got a wide surface right there, put a top right on it and cook quite well. But you know what? I forgot one thing. Forgot the oil. Must have just slipped my mind. Wait a second. Hey, can I borrow some oil?
Yeah, sure, man. Go ahead. Go for it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to go over and grab the oil. A little bit of oil here. That's good. All right. Very good. Before I put in the meat into the pot, I just wanted to break off a couple of cloves of garlic here and bust those up and put them in the pot. Let them cook with the oil first.